welcome to the news today, and I'm your anchor, Brian.
And I'm the co-anchor, Brian.
Happy 1959, everybody. Before we get on to today's news, I'd like to go back to 1958 and reflect a little, see what we can find in last year's news. And on April 21st, a United States DC-7 and U.S. Air Force F-100 Super Sabre fighter jet collided near Las Vegas, Nevada, killing all 49 on board the two aircraft. On May 12th, a formal North American Aerospace Defense Command agreement was signed between the United States and Canada. May 30th, the bodies of unidentified soldiers killed in action during World War II and the Korean War were buried in the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington National Cemetery. July 7th, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed the Alaska Statehood Act into the United States law. July 29th, the U.S. Congress formally creates the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or better known as NASA. August 3rd, the nuclear power submarine USS Nautilus becomes the first vessel to cross the North Pole underwater. And on October 11th, Pioneer 1, the second and most powerful of the three Project Able space probes, becomes the first spacecraft launched by the newly formed NASA. December 25th, Tchaikovsky's ballet The Nutcracker, the George Balanchine version, is shown on primetime television in color for the first time as an episode of the CBS anthology series Playhouse 90. And an overall for the year, based on the birth rates per 1,000 population, the post-war baby boom in the United States has officially ended. And to you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. Here is your Indiana news. Our courthouse downtown was made bigger on January 7th, 1958. On May 30th, 1958, Pat O'Connor died on the Indianapolis 500. A young boy found a gun under his pillow and shot his 2-year-old sister, dead on October 16th, 1958. In Muncie, there was a crazed gunman killed 10 with a shotgun rampage on May 7th, 1958, but he was killed shortly afterwards. A 15-year-old boy drowned in Fall Creek on April 19th, 1958.
One, go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today I have with me here Andrew, who happens to be an expert on music and movie trends during the 1958. Tell me, what happened?
Hello, Brian. Thank you for having me on the show today. Alright, the number one song of 1958 was Domenico Modugno with Volare. The number two song was All I Have to Do Is Dream by the Everly Brothers. And of course, coming in at number 3 is Elvis Presley with I Beg of You.
Love that one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Alright, number 4 is Witch Doctor by David Seville. And last but not least, Patricia by Perez Prado.
Catchy. What can you tell us about TV and movies, Andrew?
Well, the top 5 TV shows are, the number 1 is Gunsmoke, which was aired on CBS. 2, Wagon Train, NBC.
Love that one, watch it all the time.
Yep. Coming in with the bronze, Have Gun Will Travel, that is CBS. Number 4 is The Rifleman, that's ABC.
Be sure to tune in later tonight.
And the last but not least, The Danny Thomas Show, aired on CBS.
Thank you for coming onto our show, Andrew. And now on to Seth with sports trends.
Earlier in the show, we mentioned price reductions on Brownie movie cameras. That covers the Brownie turret cameras, too. And now here's Ozzy to show you how they work.
Well, here's the Brownie turret I use, and I can get 3 different kinds of movie shots with it. One lens gives you big telephoto close-ups. This is for your medium shots. And when you want a beautiful wide-angle shot, you use this lens. Now watch. This is my wide-angle shot. Kids are pretty good, aren't they? Now I turn the turret, and here's my medium shot. Another turn, and here's my close-up. And I didn't have to move a step. See, what could be easier?
Thank you, Ozzy. Now, about those prices. Now you can get a brand new Brownie turret movie camera for just $59.50 or as little as $6 down. That's right, for just $6 down, you can make home movies with a real professional touch. So, see your Kodak dealer this week.
All right, thank you, Brian. It was a fantastic year in sports. Just 3 days ago, the Colts beat the Giants 23-17 in the NFL championship game. It may very well just be the greatest game ever played. In soccer news, the World Cup was won by Brazil 4-2 in Sweden against Sweden. Basketball, Kentucky won the NCAA championship 84-72. In the NBA, the St. Louis Hawks won over the Celtics in a thrilling 6-game series. In America's pastime, the Yankees won in 7 games over the Milwaukee Braves, and the first regular season baseball game took place on the West Coast.
Today's Best Buy. Tomorrow's Best Trade. Plymouth. Folks, here is how you can prove to yourself some important news about value in the new car that you buy. Visit your Plymouth dealer and look over this value finder on display in his showroom. You can compare Plymouth with 13 other makes. Now, this value finder clearly shows that Plymouth gives you more important new features than the other cars. And yet, Plymouth actually costs you so much less to buy. Now, only Plymouth in its field can give you the riding superiority of Torsionaire suspension, total contact brakes, full-time power steering, automatic push-button drive, and proved Plymouth economy, and many more outstanding and exclusive features. And when trade-in time rolls around, you'll get more money back on your Plymouth, because Plymouth will still be the only 1958 car with all those features that put Plymouth so far ahead. So, folks, if you want more car for your money today, more money for your car tomorrow, then you see your Plymouth dealer. Plymouth, definitely. Best Buy, best trade in the low price street. Plymouth.
Now let's hear about the year's social trends with Mitch.
Thank you, Seth. Now, in the 1958, some of the social trends, the birth rate lowered. The average age was 1/3 of the population being younger than 50. Rock and roll was growing fast. And the toy most associated with the decade is the hula hoop, which was manufactured by Wham-O Manufacturing in 1958. The average boy modeled their clothes after Elvis Presley, jeans, boots, and leather jackets. And teenage girls modeled their clothes after Marilyn Monroe, casual or pinafore dresses, and a beaded necklace or pearls. That's all the social trends that happened during 1958.